You know, even though it may be cold outside, there are still opportunities to take advantage of all the great outdoors has to offer here in East Tennessee. And this morning, we want to welcome Matt Cameron from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency to Daytime to share what is happening this winter season. How you doing?
Great.
We got some ground to cover this morning, and I like that because I love talking about the outdoors. Deer season just wrapped up. Tell us, share some of the numbers from the state of Tennessee as far as deer harvest this year.
So our harvest records show we took about 166,000 deer throughout the hunting season this year, and that's up about 15 or 16,000 over what last year's harvest was. And you know, people want to know why. Sometimes there's not a real clear answer, but we did extend the antlerless hunting opportunities to the end of the rifle season, and we think a lot of hunters took advantage of that.
And the deer population, you know, we've talked about the CWD and some other things that are happening with the deer, but the deer population overall in Tennessee is very healthy.
Very healthy. You know, we probably have 750,000 deer in the state of Tennessee. At one point in the 1950s, I think there were only about 2,000 deer left in the entire state.
You're kidding.
Now we have counties that'll kill 4,000 and 5,000 deer just in that county alone. So
I had never heard that statistic before.
They've really bounced back to the point now where, they're a nuisance in some areas with landscaping and crop depredation, and then disease has kicked in out in West Tennessee. So it's kind of a success story, but there are some fallout that comes with having that many deer.
But management taking care of the deer herd in Tennessee.
Yes. Oh yes, very much so. We need more deer hunters.
There we go. All right, very good. Let's switch gears just a little bit and go from the prey to the predator side and talk. Coyotes really not a predator, but let's talk about coyotes this time of year because it's a coyote breeding season.
It is. January to March is the typical breeding season for coyotes. You know, people worry about danger of coyotes and humans. There is a danger aspect there, but from what I can tell, there have only been 2 recorded human deaths in history from a coyote. So there's
more worried about pets.
Of course, small dogs are probably going to fall prey. So monitor your pets when you let them outside. Keep them on a leash. Keep them nearby. Spay and neuter your dogs. A male coyote could be drawn into your yard if you have a female dog that isn't spayed and she's in her ovulation cycle. He might be attracted to your yard, and then in turn, if you have a male dog that's not neutered, he could be drawn into the wild by the scent of a female coyote that's in her ovulation cycle. So spay and neuter can really help.
And coyotes is another one of those things that, you know, when I was growing up, we didn't see a whole lot of them. Now you do. They're hard to catch a glimpse of, but you do catch a glimpse now more than you used to.
They're plentiful. They're not going anywhere. They're very prolific. We've been trying to eradicate coyotes since the 1940s in the United States, and their population only expanded further east. So they killed them by the millions back then. The federal government did, actually. They didn't get rid of them. We'll never get rid of them. So I think we need to learn to kind of coexist with them, keep our pets safe.
They have their place in the chain, so to speak.
They do. Just hopefully it's not in your yard eating your little dogs. So watch your little dogs.
Just watch your pets. Absolutely. And we've got a big sandhill cranes, okay? Talk to us about sandhill cranes in Tennessee.
That's a neat animal. A lot of people aren't familiar with them, but there's one on the screen right there, and they kind of look like a great blue heron to me. And you would think they'd be a wading bird that would eat, you know, fish and snails and things, but they're not. They're an upland bird, eat a lot of grain and seed. And they migrate from the northern states in Canada to Georgia, Florida, and Mexico this time of year, and they stop over in Birchwood, Tennessee at our Hiwassee Refuge, and there's about 20,000 of them that come through. So we have a big festival this weekend down there in Birchwood.
Celebrating them, yes.
Yeah, 34th annual. So it's been going on a long time. We'd love for folks to come out and view the cranes. And
that'd be a great weekend trip this weekend.
It would. Looks like
take you in the Sandhill Crane Festival.
The weather's going to be a little nasty, so come prepared for that. But come enjoy it.
All right, we got that going on, and we want to remind everybody you got the wildlife photography contest going on right now. They could actually be a part of the wildlife calendar for this year.
You can. You photographers out there, you can submit your best photographs for consideration in our calendar issue. The deadline's March 17th, and you see these images. It's a very serious competition.
Oh,
and
yes.
I admire so much a photographer that's able to capture images like that. It takes a lot of skill to be able to.
It does take a lot of skill. It absolutely does. And that's on your website. You can go on there and find that all you need to know to be able to download your photos and get into the contest.
That's it. Don't sleep on it. There's some good photographers out there. We'd love to see your pictures.
Absolutely. Matt, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
I love how when you come by and we get to talk the outdoors for a little while.
I wish we had more time.
We'll try to work
That's
on
all
that.
right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Appreciate you folks so much there. The TWRA website right there, tnwildlife.org, to find out about that photography contest, and you can find out everything that's happening in the great outdoors all across the state of Tennessee.